Well, joining us for more on this, Dr. David Ajibade is a public health physician and CEO of Brain and Body Foundation. He joins us from Maryland in the US. Good to have you on the program. First, let's get your thoughts, on the US president's decision ordering an investigation into the origins of COVID-19. What do you make of it?
Well, for sure, Millicent, this is a highly politicized event, an issue, and of course there are several years and years on either side. However, the US has finally decided to come around to really doing their own separate investigation because of two main things, in my opinion, and I think these are very valid. One is the fact that the Wuhan lab was very close to the wet market, which everybody is claiming that's where it started. The whole coronavirus theory started. Number two is that there have been about 3 scientists who came down. This is an US intelligence report now, who came down with the virus and with the disease prior to everybody hearing about it. And this is the United States intelligence report. So this is now being circulated. And so the White House has decided that this is something that they have to look into, separate from the independent WHO's investigation, which was done a few months back, which they said there was no such thing as a lab leak. That's what they call it, a lab leak hypothesis. I think it's good. I think every single possible theory has to be investigated fully because the whole world, as you know, came to a grinding halt. No one is blaming China outright. Well, some people are. But we need to find out what exactly happened because a lot of people have suffered, a lot of countries have been destroyed, a lot of companies and lives have been destroyed. So it just makes sense that they investigate and find out really what actually happened.
But looking at Mr. Biden's body language, is it any different from former President Trump, who blamed the WHO for its slow response and sort of blamed China for the outbreak?
Well, obviously, President Biden is a lot more diplomatic and is a lot more inclusive. He wants everybody to get along. But now that he's taking this stance, he's going to eventually have to draw a hard line because if the results show that it actually came out of China, the lab where they were doing experiments, then there will be consequences, obviously. Even if the US doesn't take it, the rest of the world will begin to point fingers and try and do something. So he's going to have to take a hard stance. He can't continue to be a jolly good fellow and nice to everyone. He might have to make some hard decisions if the results come out that it actually came out from the lab.
Looking at America, are they getting back on track? I mean, we're seeing reports that cases are falling, also deaths, and this is following the rapid vaccinations and seeing as the holidays are also in full gear.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was the question?
How is America getting back on track in terms of the rapid vaccinations? And tell us more, especially we understand that for the vaccinations, which are becoming quite rapid, there are certain incentives.
Yes. So obviously people are very anxious to get back on the road. And America is a very outdoorsy kind of environment. Everybody wants to go for summer trips to the forests, to the hills. So a lot of people are coming out. Now, they're still being encouraged to wear masks, even though you are vaccinated. So that's a little politicized as well. Now, what is also a controversy is, of course, the incentives, like you just mentioned. A lot of people are willing to get the incentives, the financial incentives, unemployment. A lot of people are claiming unemployment. And so they are not getting back to work, and there's not that push to get back to work. And I know of certain businesses, personal friends of mine, who are looking. They've been sending out notices. We want more. These job notices are available. These jobs are available. People are not coming to that because the claim is that, and this is not confirmed, but the claim is that people are enjoying the incentives so much that they don't see any need to drive to work anymore. And so they would rather just sit down at home and enjoy the incentives. So that's a bit of a problem, and it's causing a lot of concern between both sides. So there's a lot of drama happening here, Millicent, I got to tell you.
All right. We appreciate your time always on the show. Thank you, Dr. David Ajibade, public health physician, CEO, Brain and Body Foundation. Glad to have you join us.
Thank you.